love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Able to avoid him. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
2nd and 11 now. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Ryan on first down. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kene Nwangu with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-zip. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. He'll check this down to Hines. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Allen now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Goodwin able to haul it in. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenny Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get some. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And that That one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The give to Taylor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But their mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play here for Buffalo. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kene Nwangu, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kene Nwangu, 28 yards. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Allen off the play fake. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. On first and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on second and 10, Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll find Pittman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Here's Ryan to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bills are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Indy.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Take over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Ryan. And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Allen. flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. A big gain there for the Bills.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. But that's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Oh, he bowls over it, and he's brought down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Allen. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Gallagher's throw taken in by Green here. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and knock.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They've got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.